Hi, welcome to the next edition of Playing Competitive Pokemon. And today, we're going to be trying out Mega Absol. So I've seen this interesting idea. It makes sense playing him and adjacent with it to be able to put extra energy on him to get him up to the 3 energy you need for 200 damage. Because once you can get to that point, you should be able to lock your opponent out of and make them stacked. And the damage doesn't really matter because you have Munkidori. We also have one Brute Bonnet. Pretty good card in the deck. Allows us to I think we don't use the tool. Oh, that's not the same Brute Bonnet. That's why. It's like I thought the artwork was a little weird. It's not the one that I'm used to seeing. Besides that, though, we have one Poffin, a couple catchers, a couple energy switches, 4 Nest Balls, 3 Ultras, 1 Unfair Stamp. Haven't played that aspect in a minute. We have some Artazons, and then we have 4 Arvens, and then 1 and 2 and 1 on the tools, 3 Ionas, 4 Lillies. So pretty good card draw package here. But that's our Mega Absol deck. Let's see if we can compete with it. Charizard. Is this Mega or is this just regular? Alright. We'll go ahead and grab Mega. I think Balloon. And I still want him as a nice free way of changing my active. KebbieG out already, huh? So then it kind of makes Mega Absol kind of pointless now. It's definitely a lot worse. Okay. And just passes. Okay, go ahead. The issue is like so difficult to even if I pitch a card from his hand, the Pidgeot just kind of gonna do it at all. Alright, so I need to draw something here. Hopefully like a Lillie's Determination or something like that. Hmm. Okay. So you're KOing. You can't really KO anything. Okay. You're setting that up to be a easy one-shot for a Charizard. And that's not really helpful. I mean, yeah, that puts an energy on my Munkidori, I guess. So there's that, but... Okay, so Jet Energy. Boss's order. Oh no. Yeah, that's game. I guess I'm relying on this now? I'm not doing that for sure. If I catch her, put Pidgeon in the active. Might be a very slow game here. Because it's going to take quite a bit of turns if I actually try to do 20 damage to this every single turn. And I don't know how many Jet Energies they play. Okay. So what am I actually? What's my best thing to put in the active? It's very. I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, if he has the boss's order, he has the boss's order. He probably does, because he has a Pidgeot. Yeah, no? Yeah. Yeah, we just did not assemble what we needed to fast enough. And that Pidgeot so early definitely gave him a huge boost. So. Oh, what a start. That definitely is not very helpful. So that means... What's prized? I guess I don't know. Get a Mega. Go ahead. Okay. The question is, am I going to be able to find exactly... Nope. I was really hoping for something here that allows me to, you know, free retreat. Let's get another Munkidori. Alright, so I need the Arven, right? So they're playing a mill deck, I think. Go ahead. Alright, so next turn we should be able to set up a Mega Absol. And so we put one energy here, use this, put the second energy here, and then use Pecharunt EX to put it in the active, which should allow me to start doing the damage. I do need to KO the Teal Mask, or the Mask, Orgapon. So I do need to use my Munkidori Snipe at the... Because it's only attacks, so it doesn't stop my Adrenabrain. Alright, he's done. Yeah. The downside about this starting right here is I can't use this to do any kind of ramping. But I do have the Poffin to get the Tox. Maybe it's just double Toxel. I'm pretty sure that's my first turn, so I can't attack. Yeah. Weirdly enough, that's not that bad. So we evolve there. Iono. Just Prage, we draw an energy. That kind of counts. Go ahead. That's not too bad. So we have this set up. I just need a second. I need to see some energies to put on these Munkidoris. And then we're kind of ready to go. That's 240. If I could potentially do 240. Oh, they're on Charizard. Okay. Oh, they're on Zardpolt. Does Zardpolt play Pidgeot too? That seems like overkill. Interesting. I would not expected that. I would have expected the card draw to come from the Dreepy line with your Charizard, but Pidgeot too. I mean, that's a very that's a lot for your stage choose, and you probably have to play at least 3 rare candies. Okay. There's something I want here. Yeah, take this. There we go. There we go. Okay. I guess I could have went here. I would have been a 2 prizer. Yeah, that was probably a slight high. Probably the Hilda. Because the winner, everything else I do, he just has the stretcher. The Pidgeot is not relevant anymore. Yeah, but I'll just keep getting energy onto my Pecharunt, and then moving it. This time I'm going to move it to... So that's 4. That's 50 damage. That's not enough to KO the here. Actually, no, it will be because Mega gets another 10 damage on it from the poison. So 30 KO here. He has to put something else in the active. And any of the things he puts in the active is actually just a kind of a good hit. So I think that's definitely my play here. Like, this will have 3 counters on it. This is going to have 3 counters on it, right? Because I could just do 1 here. And that's 30 KO. You probably put the Pidgey in the active. Or maybe not. Maybe he wants to protect that Pidgey now. I definitely know he's not putting the Fez in the active. Switch. He puts the Pidgey in the active. He's going to do a call for family? No, he's going to evolve these 2. I don't know about evolving this Charmeleon unless it's a Mega. So you're going to get Dragapult? Oh, you're going to get the Pidgey back. Okay. So you evolve here. And that's pretty decent, right? So he gets Dragapult, he gets a Pidgeotto. No Dragapult. Oh. Okay. That's out of here. Throw a new hand. Reset my, Okay. Now what? So, you can't really get this Pidgeotto. Oh, wait, you have Pidgeot. I don't know. I don't know if that was right. So he has the Pidgeot. But him not evolving this into a Dragapult by the Pidgey evolution tells me he doesn't have one other one in deck, right? So I feel like that was the correct line. Unless he has a Stretcher, of course, and then Stretcher would just kind of undo that, but... Yeah, he might have a Stretcher for the Pidgeot. So maybe taking the Pidgeot would have been a little bit beneficial. Yeah. Now you evolve here. So you retreat. Actually, you probably just put the Charizard in the active. Charizard's probably a KO on the Mega. Jamming Tower. Okay. You probably put Charizard EX in the active. And it should be more than enough to KO this. You take 3 prizes. How much does he do? So 60 times 3. Actually, is this the wrong line? I can't KO this. And I have no way getting this Fez in the active. $110. Let's just take him. That's fine. Maybe it would have been wise to put the Munkidori down. So that's 50 times 4. That's 200 damage. $250 damage. Is there anything I could get here? So I have no way of him getting 3 prizes a turn. Unless he does 200 here. Plus, no. There's no way 60 damage gets another KO. I have a boss's order, so he has to Iono me. Okay. So he has 4 cards. What possibly could be his best out here? Arven. Catcher. So that KOs this. Okay. But I have a boss's order. So you're definitely going to put... you're going to catcher, put my Pecharunt into the active. Which means you get 200 damage clean here. But no matter how you do that, 60 damage on the bench, right? I just use Munkidori. Oh, you get rid of a Munkidori. That makes sense. Yeah, that is your only out, right? Because otherwise, I use 2 Munkidoris against you. Alright, Munkidori down. What am I doing? I could just use a Nest Ball. I'm going the long way to get the same result. That's not correct. $1,650 damage. $1,650 for the win. All right, so what do we want to speak about this deck overall? And the sleeper definitely was this guy. My gosh, Restless Punches. What a hit. What a hit. This guy could literally do a lot of damage. Pretty nice include. I don't know why more decks aren't playing this. Especially when you pair it with Munkidori. It shouldn't be that hard to get a decent amount of damage off this thing. But besides that, yeah, the deck did function. Like, we did get one time where that early Pidgeot just ruined Mega Absol's game. But like, I think that's gonna happen. You gotta take that as the occasional thing, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But a 2-1 record is pretty good for the deck. And I think this deck actually has a lot of legs. I'm just never technically sold on Unfair Stamp as my ace spec. Having to pin on my opponent to KO my stuff is kind of a huge feel bad. So I don't know if I want to keep this in there, but I don't know. How do you guys feel about ace spec? Let me know let me know in the comment section. But I did play it one time, and I think in the video, in the live stream. But overall, like, deck feels pretty solid. This actually was the best version so far of this. The other one I played a long time ago, I felt like I could never get Mega Absol online fast enough to be able to attack. And that was more of the toolboxy version, where you use Latias EX and Orgapon. And I was never able to ramp into the Mega Absol. Maybe one Kangaskhan makes sense for this new build too. So looking at this list, you could technically play Latias and you could play Mega Kangaskhan in here if you wanted more card draw. This card is not necessary, I don't think. The clutch does do some work, but it's not required. So you could probably use Mega Kangaskhan here if you want. But yeah, I like the list. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys next time.